Well, you guys got me. You got me red-handed. I hope you know what this means, right? Ooh, this nostalgic little red finger, little Cheeto finger dance that we all do. We've all done it. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't graduated past food coloring for blood effects. So if you have blood effects that won't stain my fingers and make it look like I've had them in like a hot bag of Cheetos all day, that'd be great. Because it was kind of hard to explain at work. So what generally happens when I work from home is that I do work a little bit. The other half of the time, I watch YouTube videos. Let's go. I don't know what this is. Let's watch it. And within that journey, I found this like films tag, and they were made years ago. So like, for all intents and purposes, they're dead, but I'm gonna try to revive it. The first one that I thought was pretty cool, this first series tag questionnaire designed by TigerEyesFilms, I thought was going to be a great launch point for reintroducing myself to those that are new within the Briar community, or new to my channel, or new to my content. So this is kind of me saying hey in a way that is totally not as awkward as it would be without any content. So the first question is, where did your inspiration for your series come from? Daddy issues. No, I'm kidding. I guess I have 2 series that I could talk about. Maybe only one of them is worth talking about. I don't know. The inspiration, I guess, for Downcome came out of probably like lots of tween angst. And, you know, love triangles were like, and still are, a huge deal. So I made a love triangle. I just wanted a romance storyline, I guess. And I wanted to live vicariously through Pagan, who was like totally wanted by 2 great dudes. Let's not get into whatever psychology that is. Oh my god, this is going terribly. No, Pierce is more, at least my 16-year-old mind's take on relationships, and complicated ones, especially with parents. So you can imagine when I was 16 what I might have been going through, because for some reason I was really identifying with Pierce. So that was that. Ugh, puke. Number 2, how did your idea of your series come about?
That's what I said. Sodium chloride.
Oh, well, I kind of answered number 2, I guess. So number 3, favorite character. Wow. Okay, so fun fact, over the 6 years that I have been MIA, I wrote 6 chapters of the Downcome book, and I gotta say, I think Haddix is probably my favorite character.
Shut up, Haddix!
I'm living a fantasy, you whore! He's a murderer!
Pagan! Why did you have to tell me this way?
I remember you said you wanted what was best for me.
I did. Until I realized you weren't giving me anything in return. I did everything to get you to smile.
Oh man. Favorite character. I mean, obviously it's gonna be Otis as well, because he's just a G. And to be honest, I think I killed it. With Otis, I just like totally resonated with his goofy nature, and I also really like screaming, and he did that a lot, so.
Haddix, I don't know what you're thinking right now, but you need to move! Try again! No, I will not! If this is how you talk to them, then I would run away too! You've been engaged this entire time? No, please!
For least favorite character, I think Pagan is extremely annoying. Just like, her decisions were terrible. How did she think that she would get away with anything that she did? And even in Pierce, she's kind of not a great mom, and I think that was my failure in not fleshing her out a little bit more as a mom. She's not who she could have been, and I think that's why she's my least favorite character. That being said, I love Brooke, who voiced her. Excellent job, distinct voice. Like, when I hear Brooke's voice, I don't think of any other character except Pagan, naturally, like my character. But she just totally owned Pagan every step of the way. That mousy, frightened, and dishonest girl who just couldn't own up to what she was doing and the chaos she was bringing into these people's lives. And Brooke had that great resonance she could bring out in her voice with Pagan's like total insecurity and volatility. So yeah, wow, those were a lot of words. Who is the character you relate to the most? Honestly, this is a cop-out answer, but I wrote all of them, right? So I would say identify with all of them equally. I don't know. All of them. I don't know. These are hard questions. I didn't even realize, like, what scene episode are you most proud of? Yikes. God, I really am not prepared for these at all. This is so spur of the moment. I actually should be working right now, but it's okay. Yikes, this sucks. How does anyone do this? Okay. Episode 9, Downcome. It's called You Broke My Heart. And it wraps up with, or is it a spoiler? Who's gonna watch these now? I truly don't know. Somebody gets stabbed, and I included the song, I think it's called A Day in the Life, and it's by, not the Bee Gees. No, I can't remember if it's the Bee Gees or the Beatles, but I'm pretty sure it's the Bee Gees, and it's called A Day in the Life, and it was very instrumental, and I think way ahead of its time, and it had this part where they held down a piano chord for a really long time, and it was like deep and thrumming and dark, and I think that was when the stabbing happened, and I pulled it out in the episode. I was so proud of it. I had my dad watch it, and he was like totally into that song at the time, and we just were like, oh my gosh, that was really good. And I believed him. I think he really meant it when he said it was really good. So I tied that memory to episode 9 when I was like, I guess I was 14, and I was just extremely proud of that. So that's a good memory for me. I think that's a good answer. 7. Favorite piece of equipment you use for your series. Things have changed. Things have changed since the last time I have done any of this, but I would say presently. Shoot, you know what? I'm gonna go with probably just Pinnacle Studios. But it's been a goat for me. But it used to crash a lot, and that's the only reason I'd say I hate it. 8. Favorite part of the production process. Music, all the way. Music. Finding scores, listening to them. I love playing video games, and so that's probably one of the leading reasons why I play video games, because the scores are often super great. Absolutely putting the music in. I love it, and that's also to a detriment, because if I can't find music for a scene, I start shutting down. 9. If your series has multiple storylines, which is your favorite? So you guys don't know this yet, but there's a character in PEIRCE that is pretty minor. So there's going to be an entire episode called The Stairs, dedicated to a flashback in time of this character's backstory, and I'm not going to say who because that would ruin the whole episode. And so that's probably my favorite. It's so detrimental to this character's perception or their ability to be perceived. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it's great. I gave you that was not an answer at all, but you'll know. 10, last one. How has your series impacted your life? Wow. I guess that's what my series has done for me now, is I can look back and say, hey, I was doing all right as a kid. I had myself figured out, and I think it lent to my ability to be my own friend, if that makes any sense. So yeah, that's what this, not even my own stuff, but this whole community has done that. Wow, oh my gosh. Tiger eyes. Tiger eyes. That was brutal. Anyway guys, PEIRCE episode 8 is on its way, or it might have been uploaded by the time this gets uploaded, so fair game. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, I almost said my catchphrase. I think we're done with that. You can go visit my channel. I often make posts there in the community section, I think that's what it's called, of like background stuff, other things I'm working on, things regarding PEIRCE, or questions that I may have. So I'll definitely have one today about blood or food coloring, or what do you guys use, and what do you use to make wounds, and how do you make wounds look way cooler, because I'm realizing mine look really bad. Thank you guys for watching. If you got tagged in this and you want to follow up with another films tag, be sure to tag and give credit where credit is due to TigerEyesFilms. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and staying active, and just thank you so much for your support. This has been the most fun I've had in a long time, so peace.